Yes guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over my honest advice to get you down to 10% body fat and not only get you there, but keep you there. Now, every guy wants the 10% body fat look. Ripped jaw, not ripped jaw. Sorry. Now, every guy wants that 10% body fat look. Ripped abs, a sharp jawline, and that lean athletic look. But getting there and staying there are two very different things. And it is way harder than Instagram makes it look. Now, I have been there, stayed there for years, and I've made every mistake along the way. So this is my honest advice to you to help you guys get there so you don't have to make the same mistakes I made. Now, first things first, getting to 15% body fat is pretty straightforward and easy. You train a few times a week, you eat okay, you have a little bit of structure, and you'll kind of just get there by default. But getting to 10% body fat and staying there is a complete different league, okay? Hunger ramps up, the cravings hit, you have low energy, and if your plan isn't sustainable, you will bounce back very fast. Trust me, I have seen it, I have done it, I've worked with hundreds of clients that have done it. First things first, you need to set a realistic time frame. The quicker you try to get there, the harder it is to stay there. The lower your calories have to go, the more muscle you lose, and you just set yourself up for failure. You end up dropping down, coming up, dropping down, coming up. Slow and steady wins the fat loss race. And guys, calories reign supreme. They always have and they always will. Stop trying to out-train a bad diet. I don't care how hard you train, what classes you do, you will not out-train too much. And remember, we need a sustainable deficit, not slashing calories by 1,000 a day and not eating carbohydrates. We get a small sustainable deficit that allows us to keep our muscle, keep our training intensity high. We do not slash our calories. This is how you stay in the deficit longer. And staying in the deficit longer is number one. The longer you can stay in it, the better. And that comes down to, your food as well. Whole foods, guys. I know you have the If It Fix Your Macros group, but if you're eating junk all day long, it's not going to work for you. You need to be on a proper diet with good amount of protein, carbohydrates, veggies. This will keep you fuller for longer, even with lower calories, meaning you can sustain the deficit for longer. As I said, that's number one. And guys, to make this easy for you, I've literally built a course where I go over everything with 35 video module. It's all there for you, video modules. And I've got my premium coaching for the guys that want to take it to another level. Now, let's talk about weekends as well, because I've gone over this in more videos before, but you can diet Monday to Friday, blow at Saturday and Sunday. You need to nail your weekends if you want to get to 10% body fat. And I really recommend calorie banking for the weekends, which is going slightly lower in the week, okay, so that you can go slightly higher during the weekend. And on those weekends, you also want to do some extra cardio and some extra steps because you should have the time. If you're not working on weekends, that is the time to increase your output and calorie bank. And also, if you really want to get serious, guys, alcohol should probably be out, okay? It should probably be out if your goal is to get to 10%. Now, when it comes to training, okay, training stays the same. Your goal in a fat loss phase, when you're trying to get down to 10% body fat, is to keep your muscle. You would train the same as if you were in a gaining phase. It is the same. Why do people change their training plans around when they go from a deficit to a surplus? My training is the same on the way down as it is on the way up. Things that change are cardio, okay? For me, trying to stay this lean that I'm kind of at now, I need to be doing steady state cardio and I need to be doing it a lot. The more cardio I do, the more I can eat. You don't want to get to a point where you have to slash your calories so low because your output isn't there. Get your steps up, get your cardio in and consistent, and get your training ramped up. These three things will allow you to burn more body fat and eat more food. If you can eat more food, you're less likely to binge, okay? Being at 10% body fat, it's a full-time job. People don't want to talk about it. It is a full-time job. I would recommend staying away from high-intensity interval training. You really want to be doing steady-state cardio. And the reason this is because HIIT training makes you very hungry, very fatigued. I do a little bit of HIIT, but I do a mix of bike work, incline walking, Stairmaster. It's just a low impact cardio. It's just a calorie burner. It doesn't increase my appetite. It doesn't affect my training performance because number one is training performance. If I start to decrease my calories and lose weight and lose strength, I will inevitably lose muscle. The more muscle I lose, I get a down-regulated metabolism and we just run into problems there. And guys, if this is a lifestyle for you, you need weekends, okay? We don't want to be a hermit for the rest of our life. I go out, I drink, I live in Bali, I eat out, I have a girlfriend where we go for dinners, okay? My weekends are very important to me. So you need a social life, but you can destroy progress in a weekend, as I've said before. We need to think about banking calories. If it's a Saturday, fast in the morning, have a low calorie lunch, and then splurge out at dinner. Wake up Sunday morning, go and hit a big cardio session, put the extra calories to good use. This is key. And guys, the God's honest truth, for me to kind of maintain proper condition, which is like this level of body fat, I can't really be going out boozing all the time. I can't get away with it anymore. I'm 31 now. If I start drinking every weekend, my condition just dips. So if you're really serious about training and looking very, very good, for me, alcohol, you can't wing 10% body fat. Alcohol has to go. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if I drink every single week, my physique starts to melt. You've got to put it, even if it's every other weekend, vodka, sugar-free mixers, okay? Now, one thing I want to talk about as well, which a lot of people don't like to talk about is, I've done multiple gaining phases in the past, okay? I can maintain my body weight close to 3,000 calories, but I've also been training for 17 years. If you're just starting out and you have no muscle whatsoever and you want to be 10%, trust me, you probably don't, because you're going to get down to 10% and you're going to look like a small child. You need to build muscle, okay? And this can only be done with multiple lean gaining phases done over time. I've spoken about this in so many videos, okay? Obviously, if you're massively overweight and your goal is to get to 10% body fat, yes, calorie restriction is needed. You're gonna have to go into a fat loss phase. But in that fat loss phase, protein is high, training is the same. As I said, you're still training to build muscle. And because you have all that body fat on you, you'll build a lot of muscle on the way down. But if you're a naturally skinnier guy, what you want to do is you want to pull off a little bit of body fat, and then you want to take yourself into multiple gaining phases over the years, okay? Not an 8-week muscle building phase. I'm talking 8 to 12 months of building muscle. Because I have done this over the years where I've bulked up, got to a new body weight, maintained the body weight, solidified the body weight, then done a diet, then I bulked up again, diet, bulked up again, diet. Because I've done that so many times, every time I do it, I'm able to kind of maintain my body weight with a bit more muscle, slightly leaner, a bit more muscle, slightly leaner. And now, for example, coming from someone with experience, I've been doing this for a long time, think if I can maintain my body weight at 3,000 calories, and someone said to me, you've got a photo shoot, which I do in 7 days, I can drop my calories down to 2,500, increase my steps in cardio, and my body I'm pulling fat off, and I'm able to maintain a lot of muscle tissue. If you're somebody that doesn't have any muscle and you've got a diet down at 1,600 calories to lose body fat, good luck staying there. Good luck maintaining it for a lifetime. You're then going to have to rebound, come out, and you're going to be gaining fat, losing, gaining fat, losing. Get yourself into a nice lean position. Lean bulk for a good amount of time, little diet. Lean bulk for a good amount of time, little diet. Do this till you get to a point where you have a decent amount of muscle. When you have a decent amount of muscle, then you should be chasing that 10% look year round. Like me right now, I don't really want to, because my arms look small, I don't really want to be any bigger. So it makes sense for me to maintain that nice lean physique. But I got here by training for years, building muscle, and that's why I have these courses. I wasted so much time running stupid Greg Plitt, Jay Cutler training splits, carb cycling, being stupid. That's why I've created my Complete Physique course, which is a 35 video course where I basically take you through everything when it comes to where to start, how to set your calories, how to train, how to lift big compound lifts, how to perform the lifts, how to do it properly, the form, tempo. And then I have a weekly call in there as well. And I've also obviously got my premium coaching, which is a different ball game where we get on a call and we speak every day, and I kind of hold your hand and walk you through the process. Anyway, to finish up, guys, is it worth it? For me, absolutely. But I wouldn't have been able to get here without making all those mistakes, bulking, getting too fat. And you guys, I wasted years, which is why I'm so passionate when I talk about this stuff, and I made a career out of it. So is it worth it? Yes. 10% body fat, I'm not going to lie, I feel great. I know I look good. I know I can put a shirt on like this, and I know my chest is going to look good. I know my arms look okay. I know I can wear a vest. I can take my top off whenever I want. I know I look good naked, and it's a good feeling. But it's taken me a long time to get here. But if I had me 10 years ago, I would have been here 5 years sooner. That's why I make these videos. Anyway, if you like the video, you found it helpful, comment, subscribe, ask me any questions, and I'll make videos on them. And if not, I'll see you in the next one.